Chapter 5 Decisions. Warning: lots of fluttercord mush. Disco woke to the sweet sound of Fluttershy's voice as she hummed in the kitchen. She was humming the 10-note tune that every pony somehow knew. He crept up slowly to the doorway. He could observe her for hours without her noticing he was there, because he was always invisible. He watched as she gracefully flew from cabinet to cabinet, gathering supplies for breakfast. As she poured flour into the mixing bowl, she let out a tiny, almost inaudible sneeze. That's what he found so fascinating about her, the fact that every move she made was graceful and delicate. Odd that such a quality would attract the spirit of chaos. Usually, if anything graceful or delicate crossed his path, he would turn it into something chaotic, like flowers to the lollipops. But not Fluttershy. She was the only exception. He wouldn't change a hair on her pretty head. When Celestia had asked Fluttershy from Discord, he had decided to use it to his advantage. He had figured that if he could trick the Pegasus to believe he was reformed, she would not have the heart to use her under kindness against him. The irony was that even though she had not used the necklace, her kindness was what had changed him. Discord, you're a fool. You've never cared for any pony, and you're certainly not going to start now. He had kept himself this over the past few months, even after Fluttershy had fully accepted him as her friend. It was only a short time ago, when they were taking a walk and the sun was setting, her face gleaming in the orange light, when he realized that he truly cared for the Pegasus as more than a friend. She was beautiful. Something about her soft pink mane and her blue-green eyes just made his heart, which he had not thought existed, melt. It was the first time he had considered something beautiful that he had not made himself, and that was saying a lot. Of course, there were various obstacles. First was the 1,000-year age difference. Hardly seemed appropriate them living together as it was. Then again, he had been frozen for 1,000 years, so if he'd subtracted that, He really couldn't remember how old he had been when he was turned to stone. Besides, he was also immortal and would always be older than every pony. Then there was the matter of them being different species. Fluttershy cared for all creatures, but none of the way Disco wanted her to care for him. Would a relationship between them even be legal? He had never heard of such a thing occurring, and he had 1,000 years worth of gossip. The biggest obstacle, and the one that hurt him the most, was his appearance. While Fluttershy was the most beautiful creature of Equestria, he was not. He even looked old. Why in the world would she ever want something as hideous as him? Even now that mattered to Fluttershy, Discord knew the other ponies would never prove, and his dear sweet Pegs would be an outcast, breaking her heart and his own in the process. He would never wish her such a fate, so he kept his distance. Still, as she sang in that melodic voice of hers, he could not help but smile. He could listen to that voice forever, but he couldn't because it suddenly ceased. Why did she stop? She was only flipping pancakes. What else did she stop for? He didn't forget his stealth and materials behind her. Please, still go on. Fluttershy let out a shriek, during her expression in the process. She turned and smiled nervously. Oh, Discord, it's only you. You're up early. Well, I was trying to sleep, but was awakened by a lovely songbird. Discord got excited. Really? Where? He stooped to her eye level. I'm looking at her. Fluttershy blushed. Oh, you heard me, huh? How could I miss the sound of your charming voice? Oh, well, she often blushed when I returned to the flirt. As he had not had much experience with females, he never knew whether it was a good or bad sign. He glanced at the pancakes cooked on the stove. You know, I really hate seeing you slaving over a hot stove, but I can whip up breakfast in a matter of seconds. She rubbed her foreleg with a hoof. I know that, but I just want to do something nice for you. That's all. Oh, come now, you've already done more than enough for me as it is. Let me do something for you. Also, we have a guest, and I know, I won't change myself, I promise. She narrowed her eyes. He grunted. You're not so mad about the inside street of Eggers, are you? You have my trust, Discord, but I know there are times when you can't help yourself. You really think I don't know about the butter toothbrush or the retracting stairs? He laughed. You had to admit those were funny. Discord, so feel harmless pranks, so sue me. He admired her with all his heart, but he simply couldn't understand why she was always mad about his little, nutty but for good fun trick. It's not so much the pranks, it's just that... She shut off when she smelled something burning. She turned and screamed until her pancakes turned black. Oh, no. I can fix it. With the snap of his fingers, the pan of burning pancakes vanished and reappeared, perfect and rightly cooked, stuck on a plate and sent to the table. 3 plates were also sent from each seat. See? Disco said, stepping a flower tablecloth for a finishing touch. Not all my magic's for laughs. Look, no forks and knives come to life. Flusha smiled softly at her friend. Thank you. That was very sweet. A few months ago, he would have gagged at that comment. Instead, he smiled in return. Why don't you go see if Tammy's awake? She asked. His grin disappeared. He had forgotten about the human. He was supposed to send her back this morning. That's exactly what he was going to do. She knew too much. On the other hand, he was interested in the human. Not in the way he was interested in the fleshlight, but interested in just getting to know her. Besides, he rarely found anyone who could put up with him. She also hadn't seemed so disgusting in discovering his secret. That's when he began to wonder. Meanwhile, Tammy had been making a pointless effort to stay asleep. It was no use. The sun would not leave, reminding her to get up, because she had to get home. Moaning, she turned onto her back and wearily opened her heavy eyelids. What do you know about romance? Yeah, she cried when she saw Disco was in her face. Jeez, man, you nearly gave me a heart attack. What do you know about romance? He repeated. Tim blinked at him. Huh? He sighed. I'll say it slowly so your tight human brain can't comprehend. What do you know about romance? She stared at him for a moment, then it smirked. This is about fleshlight, isn't it? Just as it's a question. Well, I guess I know a thing or two about love. Excellent. Then give me some advice. What? He knocked on her head. Hello? Any point in there? Give me some advice on wooey. She swatted his hand away and sat up. You're asking me? You already know my secret. Tank smirked again. So you do like fleshlight? He nodded. That is so cute. Don't get cocky. I seriously need your help. As you may have guessed, I've never caught a female before. Why am I not surprised? She said sarcastically. So I was thinking, since you're female, so you know what females like, and you already know my affections, you could be my... what's the word? Matchmaker? Yes, that's it. Matchmaker. I don't know. I'm not really poking the chest. If you don't have me, I'll turn into a coward fit to kill little bunny rabbits. Then help her hands. Whoa, hold up. Hold up. Aren't you supposed to send me home this morning? He paused. Oh, that's right. I knocked on the front door and interrupted him. Twilight, girls, they heard Flusha say. You're up early. You know why we're here, said Princess Twilight. Where to Discord and the human? Upstairs. Discord, Tammy. Tammy sighed. Down in face of Royal Highness. Discord groaned. Like a royal pain. It's not very nice. Just because she has wings and a fancy crown now doesn't mean she isn't the same annoying Twilight sparkle. As they went downstairs, they were met with a collision of pink. Disco stepped himself out of the way, but Tammy was pinned to the floor. You won't believe it, Big Bag cried. Twice says you can stay. The 4 other ponies were there, along with the dragon. She did not, Ramdas protested. She said she may stay, Very corrected. But she didn't mean that literally, right, Twilight? The icon silenced her. My words were, she may stay for all if that is what she wishes. Of course she wants to stay, Big Bag exclaimed. You do want to stay, don't you, Tammy? Don't you? Standing on just Tammy, we can't breathe. Oh, sorry. The pony stepped up to the human, allowing her to stand. Look, she started to say, you guys have been nice and all, and it would be good to stick around, but I have a family waiting for me. Pink Pie looked like she was about to cry. Twilight nodded her head. I understand. At least stay for breakfast, Fletcher said. I prepared it for you. That cheered the pink pony up. Pancake, yummy. But I don't have enough for all of you. I can solve that. This is a good chime. Discord, no. In a flash, a funky blue dining hall appeared in the living room. 9 stacks of blankets prepared. Tammy's jaw dropped. There were at least 20 each pile. Oh no, Raymond says. I'm not having any more meals with that. She's good at someone pulling her on the tail. She's better to be appetite, but was supposed to Tammy glaring at her. Do me a favor, Dashi, and quit being a party pooper. Party? Pink exclaimed. Did someone say party? Disco rolled on the floor with laughter. Rainbow was lost for words. As they ate breakfast, the pony sex Tammy about the human world. Do you wear clothes all the time or only on special occasions? Rarely asked. All the time, Tammy replied. Oh, so you can always be fashionable, right? Sure. Well, if that's the sort of things humans wear all the time, your speech must have a poor taste in fashion. She glanced at her pajamas. Oh, you see, Discord If you don't have packets, Moon interrupted. You can trust the weather. Don't be ridiculous. No one can trust the weather. The two pigs looked as if she'd been stabbed in the back. What about the animals? Fudge asked. What sort of creatures do you have? Gosh, Tim exclaimed. There are too many to count. I can tell you that none of them talk. Are the dragons? Spike asked. No. Well, we have Komodo dragons. I haven't heard of those creatures, Violet said. What are they like? Spike inquired. Do they breathe fire and eat gemstones? Timmy blinked. You eat gemstones? Yeah, they're delicious. Delay's not a carnival. Do they have winter? Pink Pie questioned. How about spring and bouncy balls? Yeah. Timmy was starting to like this pony. What kind of food do you grow? Asked Applejack. Any apples? Oh yes. In fact, my aunts have an orchard back home. Well, you should come down to Sweet Acre sometime. We got the best apples in all of Equestria. In all of Equestria, Pink Pie added. By the way, do you live with your aunts? No, I just visit from time to time, Tim exclaimed. I actually live with my dad. What about your mom? Pinky asked. Her face fell and the ponies didn't bring the topic up again. While the others continued with their questions, Twilight turned to Chronicus. Discord, may I speak with you for a second? He didn't hear at first, because he was staring at the paper pigs sitting beside him. She cleared her throat. May I speak with you privately? He snapped out of his trance. Oh, of course, your highness. Excuse me, Flasheye. I have a private audience with the princess. Twilight rolled her eyes and led him into the kitchen. So, she shut the door with a match so no one would hear. Now, she began, you know you're supposed to send the human back today. Can't you stay for a teensy while longer? He begged. It's not every day I find someone who appreciates my work. What? We had a little talk last night, and I showed her some of my tricks. She was quite impressed. Unlike some pony I know, she sighed. I'll admit I'm interested in knowing more about the human world. If you want, I can send you there so you can get a front row seat. No! Thank you. But based on Tammy's reaction to us, I feel our presence in the human world will cause more of a stir there than Tammy's presence would here in Equestria. Also, there's something in the way that girl talks about home that makes me think she's reluctant to go back. Did you see how she reacted when she was asked about her family? He tapped his chin. She did mention something about her father coming home late every night, but she wouldn't say a word about her mother. It seems she could use a break, don't you think? So she can stay? If you can't send her back. Come on, it wouldn't hurt to... Let me say that again. She can stay if you're somehow unable to send her back. Twilight winked at him. Disco was confused at first, but then smiled evilly. Oh, why, Twilight Sparkle? I didn't know you could be so... devious. I have no idea what you're talking about, she said, walking back to the living room. Baker Pie was examining Timmy's feet. This is so weird. What do you use these toes for? Girl started. I don't know. Are you ready to turn home, Tammy? The icon asked. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess so. But she looked down at nightwear. Discord? What? He joked. Is it the shirt? It's only a joke. I can't go in pajamas. Fine. He snapped his fingers and she was back in her green t-shirt and jeans. You ready to go? Tim inquired. Sure. Timmy faced the ponies. Thanks for everything. Big Pie attacked her with a hug around the waist and looked up at her with teary eyes. Come back soon. Nice meeting, yeah, Applejack said, holding out her hood for her to shake. Do come back again so I can do something about that outfit of yours, said Rarity. It's been lovely having you as a house guest, Legend commented. Feelings mutual, Timmy replied, yanking the pink pony off. Okay, Discord, I'm ready. Alright, Jaconix explained. You might want to hold on to something. She quickly grabbed his paw before he snapped down with Equestria. After the flash, Tammy and Discord appeared in the city. The girl was confused. Well, here we are, her companion said. I guess I'll be on my way in. This isn't my aunt's farm. So? I got you back to your word, didn't I? Penny looked around and guessed when she saw the Empire State Building. Disco, we're in New York. This is like 1,000 miles away from my home. Oops. The Congress left. But let's miscalculate the distance. Well, you can get on a plane and... Ow! She kicked him in the knee. Take me home now. Alright. Hold your horses. He started laughing, but then stopped when he did a top check on who he was talking to. You know what would have been funny if you're, that would have been funny if you were a pony. He snapped his fingers again, and Tammy threw her arms around his body as she felt a sudden drop in temperature. Everything was white and her feet were buried in snow. What the? She said teachingly. Are we at Mount Everest? Discord, who was bundled up in a winter coat and hat, shrugged. You tell me. This is your world, not mine. Discord, calm down. That sound right. In a second, Tammy was no longer cold, but she could not breathe. Her eyes widened when she saw nothing but stars around her. She closed her mouth. Well, what do you know? Said Discord, floating beside an astronaut's suit. I've always wanted to see what the stars look like up close. Tammy, turning blue from like oxygen, screamed through her mouth. Oh, sorry. With a nice snap of his fingers, outer-space vanished. Tammy still couldn't breathe, because their next location was in the water. Much better, Discord cried, swinging her past in scuba gear. I do prefer scuba diving space travel, don't you? Discord, the girl tried to scream, but no one came out in bubbles. She shut her mouth before any more sweet seawater could enter. He must have Kay aside. You're no fun. He snapped his talons, and Tammy let out a long breath, spitting out the seawater. What's going on here? She shouted to Jaconquist. I thought you were an expert at this sort of thing. Well, excuse me, he said, crossing his arms. I can't help it if my magic works differently outside of Equestria. Well, at least someplace with air. Where are we now? They were in some sort of grassy field. Wow, Discord marveled. What? You do have some chaos in this world. Look at the sun. Tammy turned around and shrieked. And the center of the sun was the face of a baby. Oh no. Just no. Based on your action, I'm guessing this is normal. I don't think we're in my world anymore. Really? Well, where are we then? If we're where I think we are, then coming over here should be... Sure enough, 4 figures appeared. 1 purple, 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 red. Even though they sang the names aloud, Tammy didn't need to hear them. She stopped her forehead. Get us out of here! Why? Can't we stay and watch the show? No! Anything but that! Discord rolled his eyes and snapped his fingers. This time, he was the one who screamed. They were surrounded by animatronic children dressed as elves from around the world singing, It's a Small World After All. What is this hellhole? Disney World, Tammy said, raising an eyebrow. I haven't been here in a while. Actually, can we take me off a little bit? No! He then had them out in an instant, sending them back to Fluttershy's cottage. The boys were confused that they had returned. When Fluttershy saw Discord's front face, she noticed his fall, which comforted him. Rainbow was the first to speak. I don't know if you've noticed Discord, but Jay's still here. The horror, Discord stammered. There, Fluttershy cooed. What's happened to him? Don't ask, Tammy said, shaking her head. To put it simply, this guy here nearly killed me. Once by freezing, and twice by suffocating. He snapped us to various places. Some I really wanted to forget, but none of them were even closer to form. The other Pegasus looked at Fern suspiciously. Discord? The Jaconquist took a breath and calmed down. Sorry, I tried, but magic is the same outside of Equestria. I can't try again. That last trip really took it out of me. He stepped up an ice pack for emphasis. Remember that huffed. Great, now we're never gonna be rid of that. She pointed judgingly at Tammy. What am I gonna do? The girl lamented, turning towards the princess. Am I ever going to get home? It would seem as if that journey would be delayed, Blood said, which means you'll be staying pony for a little longer. Yay! Pinkie Pie cheered. If that's the case, Tammy said, I want to have a look around. I know you don't want to freak anyone out, but I can't stay cooped up in this cottage. Indeed, Twilight noted, which is why we will have to... She tried to find the right words. Make a change in appearance. The guard looked at Rarity. If you mean my clothes, we'll have to turn you to a pony. Tammy's eyes widened. Me? A pony? She laughed. Wait, you can do that? I can't, but I know someone who can. The princess turned to the Jaconquist, who made a massive recovering and grinned wildly. It will be my pleasure. Hold up, Tammy protested. You can't get me home, but you can turn me into a different species? Hey, I'm complicated, but I can only do it with your consent, Twilight interjected. Tammy thought about it. She was clearly going to be here for a while, and if changing her form was the only way to get around, then that is what she had to do. Her response was a simple nod. Excellent! Discord exclaimed, keeping his fingers ready. Oh, what would you like to be? A unicorn? A pegasus? An alicorn? Or a regular boing old earth pony? Hey! Being able Jack and Pinkie Pie shouted. The girl looked around at the ponies. The idea of having a horn growing out of her head freaked her out for some reason, though she didn't say it aloud. Well, I've always wanted to fly. It's settled then. What do you say? She cried in last minute panic. A white light enveloped her, and Tammy felt herself shrink. She could no longer feel her hands or feet. She crouched down on all fours, and a searing pain emerged in her back. She closed her eyes, screaming for it to stop. In a few seconds, it did. There was no more pain, but everything felt so different. Tammy opened her eyes. The points were all her size now, and she was staring down at her. Whoa, Spike uttered. Much better, Verdict complimented. Well, she said, how do I look? The unicorn led her towards the mirror. Tammy let out a gasp. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you knew that part was coming eventually. Teletubbies. Sorry, I just had to include that. And It's a Small World ride. Disney World's my home away from home, but I can just imagine how much torture that ride would be for Discord.